If anybody has ever messed with one of these John Deere 50-inch cut mower decks of how to set the deck leveling system for cutting grass a little short, well, by God, you ain't going to get it any shorter than maybe about level 3 what I have on my Cub Cadet, because there's no level indicator on this thing. But it's got anti-scalp wheels that are supposed to set your deck level, and here's what we have here. This is a 50-inch cut, thick steel, USA made John Deere 316, and it's a 50-inch cut deck. I'm going to show y'all best way of my knowledge of this deck that the rear wheels here had to be set a higher set than the front, and I had to set the front where it's kind of leveled out right now, and it's weird. Never had to set this kind of deck. But if you got a John Deere 316 with a hydraulic deck lift, more than likely you can't set the rear wheels the way you want them. This is what my little go-to video for you, because I don't have an option, honestly, to set the deck any lower. So try to get my child to help me out, and right now I kind of got the mower deck kind of sitting like that a little bit, just a bit, trying to get it where I can set it correctly. And it just seems like, because yeah, the front is lowered a little bit more than the rear, because the rear, the brackets are up more higher, and when I had it set low, the wheels wasn't even touching the ground. So I got to have a way to the wheels touch the ground, or else I'll be having anti-scalp problems the rest of my life on this tractor. Nobody realizes that these are considered tractors. The data plate says it right here. There's a data plate. There's the gauge cluster, the steering wheel, the side of it. And it is a true tractor. In my opinion, it's a universal tractor. So the way I'm showing this to you guys, like I said, when I bought this tractor, it come with all the stickers. Everything's original, a few little buffs and scratches, but there's no rust. Like when I first bought this thing, zero rust at all. None. Like I said, where it says Sumner County Tractor, it's where it was bought in Hendersonville. Later down the road, like I said, I'm sitting in my shop at the moment. I need to order a 3-point hitch for it. It's missing that. And we're going to add a 3-point here soon. It's just not happening because I got other main important stuff to get to, guys, because I am a broke folk. I buy used vehicles, used equipment, fix it up best way I can, and use it. And it's a troublemaker sometimes, every now and then. But like I said, this is a whole new tractor game. I've never owned a John Deere my entire life. Never. Nothing. Give y'all a brief history of my own personal history. What tractor I grew up on was this one, little one, Murray. I blew the first engine up. Well, matter of fact, it snapped the crank in half on a 14.5 horse Briggs single cylinder vibrate engine. Everything like bolts and everything would vibrate off the dang thing. And then my second farm tractor was that's stacked up with a bunch of junk at the moment. From my family history and me growing up on, I also grew up on other shit as well. But, I bought this Cub Cadet. It was my very first I bought tractor. John Deere, second tractor I bought. Give y'all some brief history. I've made some good purchases. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for them because then everybody else will know. And some, I've said it in other videos, so I ain't got to necessarily tell it in this video. But I wanted you guys to know everything I've got, I've had to fix, I've had to repair. I'm just doing a talk video because we're going to be probably working on this bad boy someday or another. It just ain't going to happen just awfully yet. I've got to carry some, well, wherever it's at, metal that's leaning up against that because I got to get another sheet because I've got to go get some more metal for my work. I've, had a chance to even have a vehicle to haul some metal back over here to the house and fix up a few things and get things fixed, and they just don't seem to happen that way. Anybody that's ever done anything with their tractors, I use my tractors till they pretty much over their capacity. I've got a couple photos using this John Deere, using that ball hitch right there to pull a 16-foot trailer and load a Dodge 05 Dodge Grand Caravan up on a trailer, lifting that whole butt end in the air. I thought it would hold, but I knew it wasn't much weight, so the perfect tractor would have been that one, but it won't. I gotta put a whole new engine on it, so that's another story for another time. My main tractor that I gotta fix up is Cubby, but Cubby's gonna be on back burner because the electric clutch that's on it's fried. And when I say fried, it locked the engine up. So you guys that stay tuned, people that watch normal, you guys are awesome. Like I said, I don't get paid from YouTube, at least not yet. I'm just throwing videos up and showing y'all what I've got and what I don't got and how much stuff I've gotten done. And like I said, I got to spend some money on this thing, and it's just more projects and more stuff to get back on track. Got you leaning up on the John Deere right now to be the camera holder, which I got y'all, mostly set up this whole video is to show y'all to maintenance your machines. I maintenance my machines, but every now and then you get, like Cubby, an electric clutch failure happens, and this time I done everything right on Cubby. I was out mowing, and it just all started smoking, and not a good smoke. It fried the clutch. There was nothing I could do. It PTO stayed on the whole time, even when I cut the tractor off and tried to cut it back on. Took a hammer to it. It didn't work. Hammer on the side. So if anybody out there, because it looks like I'm going to have to buy a whole brand new clutch, if you guys could give me a shout back or comment down below, like, share, subscribe, because I'm running out of ideas, folks. I most certainly am, and I'll have to buy a brand new clutch for this tractor, so makes it more fun. The parts are getting more expensive, and honestly what I was going to use the John Deere for is a plow tractor / mow tractor, just in case if Cubby, an example, 42-inch cut, and it's down and the clutch is toast. It just giving you guys an update. If you guys can stay tuned to watch this long, it is a long video, but I'm guarantee you will have something to watch. It'll be either I'll post today, I'll also maybe post, probably not tomorrow, but maybe the day after. We also got, man, you guys don't understand how much stuff I got going, planned to get stuff done. Because you guys don't see that on camera. I don't video it. Like I said, we've just been projects after projects. Mostly trying to get something that's ride up and going, keeping us going. Also looking for a pickup truck of any kind, as long as it ain't a pile of junk. Probably later in the next maybe 6 to 8 months, where I could put some money to save up. So if you guys that are watching, I'm hopefully going to have a few attachments for the John Deere. I don't know how many more that I can add to it, but I will add some attachments to the John Deere, because if I get some plow and till jobs, I'll have Cubby for tilling and John Deere for plowing. So that way we can all get it done in the same day. That's the main reason why I bought John Deere. And personally, out of all tractors I've owned, I think the John Deere and the Cubby were both good purchases that I could not back down from. I've been the most, I can say, successful man right now. Most successful man right now. I feel accomplished. For Cubby as a tractor, for John Deere as a tractor. There are two different makes, but they all do the same work. Cut grass, till. Cut grass, plow. Or cultivate, one of the two. If you guys can give me thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Got more coming to you here, probably in the next one. Maybe in the second video. Maybe in the third. How many ever I can post up. And it may help somebody. Because like I posted about this John Deere. The front oil seal gasket, crank gasket. I replaced the PTO seal, and I replaced the main outer casting gasket, which is, you have to put several different things on it, like RTV, a little bit of dab RTV or grease, however y'all want to do it. I've been doing it right now, getting closer, right at 31 years, doing lawn tractors and other stuff, along with my dad, giving y'all a little backstory. So if you guys that are watching, all the stuff that I do is I've learned not only from my dad, but many other people that are actually watching this video right at the moment. So for you guys that are watching, I've got plenty of videos. I've got plenty of stuff. I'm honestly gonna make this channel better. I really am. But a lot of times I don't have time to film. My film crew is just my kids. My wife won't film, so just I freehand it. So if you guys, sorry about some clips every now and then, but it just is what it is. I can't help it. Now, if I'm on a job site or something like that, and I can film maybe for about a couple minutes, because sometimes you'll be out so far out in the country, I can only just click the record button until I get home, and that's when I upload it. So if you guys are with me on this trail and like to stay tuned, stay tuned. I've got more coming to you. I'm also going to be adding a 3-point hitch to this small tractor. I mean, in my opinion, it needs, tractor tires really bad instead of turf tires that came on at factory or however long they've been on here. I am going to be probably putting ag tires on the rears. It needs it bad. These things don't catch traction for craps and giggles. And Cubby's no better. But Cubby is a grass tractor and / till tractor. But John Deere, it needs bar lugs bad. So if anybody knows anybody or, has super bar lugs or whatever they have for 23 1050 12s, I'll be glad to read your comments. Heck, fire, I'll even buy some as long as they're not dry rotted. Or better yet, I may end up buying brand new ones. Who knows? I'm also going to look at later down the road. It just ain't going to happen immediate because of family reasons. Buying inner tubes and filling them with antifreeze. Weight down the rear end so that way when I'm plowing, it's not going to spin tires all the time. But if you guys are out there that are watching, stay tuned. We got more. Hoping to get John Deere and Cubby that I'll flip around. Like I said, these two tractors have been the best two purchases of my life. I mean, my wife sometimes will let me ride Cubby and sometimes won't. So it's kind of like if, ands, and buts there. John Deere, she won't hop on it. I can't get her to be on it. I don't know why. But stay tuned for the next video. That's another one. And it's just the way people are, that they either want to use the equipment or don't use the equipment. So you guys make the call. I want to ask if, not only for comments down below, what should I do with the John Deere? And honestly, trying to figure out, order tractor tires and go from there. If somebody wants to ship me some, it's up to y'all. Gotta figure out some things with this thing, man. John Deere is not going to be just a grass tractor. I'm honestly going to be... It really, honestly, for my use, moving trailers, moving boats. Honestly, I'd use it for hay raking. Because it's a perfect tractor for it, in my opinion. Because we might be cutting hay out at somebody's field that's at Mr. Matthews. It's going to be helping me too. That we might be starting to square bale maybe this year or the next. One of the two. I don't know which direction we're going. So I'm not going to make that. It's a possibility. I don't know. If you guys can go ahead and comment, like, share, subscribe. We're going to see you in the next one. Hopefully everything goes as planned, and we'll be able to get this thing on the road with a 3-point hitch, and hopefully plow attachment and trailer hitch attachment, because mostly that's all I need. So if you guys like, share, subscribe, we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you guys like it. Like I said, I'm in the shop for right now because my kid's running up and down the hallway. Like I said, upstairs, you can hear everything. So like, share, subscribe, guys. Catch you in the next one. I'll see you on the next one.